So in an effort to make sure that your dollar stretches further, make a list or prioritize the different types of cars that you want to get into. 2022 is here, and in order for us to get things started on the right foot, I wanted to share with you guys 5 mistakes that collectors make. Let me lay out those differences for you, give a little bit of background, and let's break it out starting right now. If you're looking for a place to find collector grade model cars here in the USA, check out www.modelcarshouston.com and you'll find everything in one place. So the first mistake people make when it comes to collector grade model cars is there is a huge library of makes, models, brands, scales. And in order for you to make the best informed decision, it is very important that you guys only buy what you need. Yes, it's nice for you to buy everything and anything, but things can quickly spiral out of control, especially with the price point that some of this stuff is, spending anywhere between $20 to $50 to $60 a pop for a 64 scale. And then when you get into the larger scale stuff, you're looking at anywhere between $200 to $400. So in an effort to make sure that your dollar stretches further, prioritize the different types of cars that you want to get into. So maybe it can be brands, maybe it could be makes or models, and then further down the line, it could even be certain scales. That way you are using your money wisely. The second mistake that people make when it comes to collecting is that you're not tracking your ongoing collection. As I just mentioned, that this can spiral out of control, and hey, if you can get them all, more power to you. Get anything, get everything, because once this stuff is gone, it does become discontinued, so definitely nice to add to your arsenal. However, if you're not keeping a nice detailed track or a nice display or a nice way to make visible all the different makes and models that you have, and this way you can make sure that you don't get double of something and accidentally buying something that you already have. The third mistake people make is that you want to make sure that you are joined into various groups, diecast groups, collector model car groups, especially on Facebook. You want to get on Reddit. You want to get into Model Cars Houston, hint, hint. All these groups are available to you to ask questions, learn more about the hobby, and even this channel itself is designed to educate you and get you in the know when it comes to collectible model cars. Hop on social media, join these groups, even if it's just for information. You don't have to post or comment, but there is certainly good information out there that's shared throughout a quickly and rapidly growing hobby such as this. And make sure that these places that you subscribe to are going to be legitimate sources for information. The fourth mistake that collectors make is sticking to one brand. When it comes to collector grade model cars, there is a multitude of brands that you can compare and contrast. Hence why this channel is available, so that I can do versus videos and compare what the details are, what the price points are, and things like that. When it comes to collector grade model cars, there are tons of brands that are popping up. Sometimes you want to be careful with certain brands because they're not as legitimate as others. I'm going to explain that in a future video, but in this case, just make sure that the brands you're buying from are legitimate as well. The fifth and final mistake that collectors make is you finally done all the research and now you're ready to finally make a decision as to where to buy from. Just make sure that the outlets you buy your stuff from are authorized distributors of the brands. I would be very cautious with websites such as AliExpress or eBay sometimes. So make sure you do the research, make sure you're not paying more for what it should be, especially on new release products that are readily available. You don't want to be paying double or triple for it just because you think it might be a discontinued item, when really it's not. Ask questions, do the research. There's a lot of people that are knowledgeable about this hobby, and these people are designed to help you make the right choice. Another hint here is Model Cars Houston is an authorized reseller, so nothing to worry about there. And when it comes to buying from legitimate sources, you can also be sure that the support before and after the sale of an item, you'll know that you'll be taken care of to the fullest potential. All right, guys, so that was my 5 mistakes that collectors typically and traditionally make when they're trying to get into the hobby. Question of the day for you: what did you think about these mistakes? Have you guys made some of these mistakes in the past, or was it helpful and it prevented you from making any of these mistakes? Let me know down in the comment section below and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out my other videos in the next slide. I will see you in those videos or my next video.